I recently changed my 2-zone home to 2 Nest thermostats. For the past 2 months the heat has been working fine, however, now that I need AC it is still pumping out hot air. I felt the insulated pipe heading to the outdoor condenser. I have an electric condenser and heat pump, and it is still running hot. Any ideas as to how to solve this? Thanks. Check both thermostats. Terminal on Nest is marked as OB and both have the brown wire properly inserted.
The Nest is reading like you have a cooling-only system. Right now, if you will put wire from OB terminal in the terminal with R, you will have cooling. I will check my Nest manual.
Well, the heating has been working thus far. It's only now that I need AC that it is not blowing cool air.
The O terminal energizes the reversing valve for cooling. Just checking manual to see what way to configure thermostat.
Should I switch both thermostats to R regardless or wait?
Yes.
I have two Rs, RH and RC. Right now red wire is running to RH, nothing in RC on first floor. Second floor red wire is running to RC, nothing in RH. Gotoman for AC, JustAnswer insert into wire terminal with R. Which one though? Either, and keep the red in there as well. There is no terminal with R only, it's RC or RH and a red wire going into RH on the first floor and RC on the second.
RH is fine.
So basically whichever R is open on either, I'll put the brown wire.
Insert wire from O terminal into terminal that has the red wire already connected.
Okay.
Okay, both brown wires are wrapped around their red wires, wouldn't fit within terminal with us, so had to wrap M, brown around RH, red wire on first floor, brown wire wrapped around RC wire on second floor. Both thermostats are giving an E28 error. Okay, reconnect to O terminal. Retry in cooling mode. Did you mark wires when you installed Nest thermostat? Do you have a wire connected to the C terminal on thermostat?
S on both blue wires.
Was brown wire connected to O on old thermostat?
T was O or B, I can't recall at this point, was 2 months ago. B at the Nest takes both in one terminal, I guess. TO clarify also, I do have a heat pump and the condenser. From what I recall, the thermos were configured oppositely. Upstairs being wired for RC and maybe had the wire going to O. Downstairs going to RH and perhaps going to B.
Just make sure the red wire are going to the same terminals on both thermostats. Go to zone panel and reset, or you can just turn power off to inside unit. This will reset any faults on the board. Leave off for a few moments and retry system. Just following flow charts on Nest installation.
Should I put the OB wire back to its original spot?
Yes.
Okay, all wires match. Giving units a few minutes to reset.
Okay.
Everything is reconnected and matching. Sorry, one of the breakers turned off my comp. Unit is still blowing hot air after 5 minutes of operation. Felt both lines running to condenser and they are both hot. C condenser is also dripping water now.
That Nest may not be compatible to your zone system. What zone system are you using?
HC322 True Zone. From what I understood doing my preliminary research, it should be compatible. I am curious if the initial setup was one controls heat, downstairs, and the other controls cooling, upstairs, based on the initial wiring configuration, but that's sheer speculation, knowing nothing about how this stuff works here. I'm letting it still run, hoping that maybe it still has hot water it needs to run out of the system, but the missus has given me half an hour to fix it, otherwise she's turning it all off, haha.
Go to zone panel and check what color wire is connected to the OB terminal.
Auth are brown. The auth units are wired as followed: yellow to Y1, green to G, brown to OB, red to RC, white to W2/O, blue to C.
Okay. Everything is wired correctly. Let me check one more thing. Do you have the install manual for the Nest?
EP, got it.
Go through the reset procedure and make sure you set for heat pump. The Nest will ask you questions, just follow prompts.
Fortunately, even after resetting the system it's still not working. I think I may have to bring someone in to actually look at it and figure out what's going on. In either case, thank you so much for your help.
Okay. Thanks. The Nest does not work on all applications. Zone systems are a little tricky with the Nest.
If you have a home improvement or appliance question and want to chat with an expert now, visit justanswer.com/YTHI.